You're there, guys. How you doing? It's Pete here. Now I'm back to my arcade Deluxe. How's everyone doing on today? I also got English very well, apparently. If you want to join, feel free to send me a friend request and we can get going. Get this PC open as well. No one's in it in a minute, but we'll see in a bit. Hey, that's good. We got Mr. Bean by the looks of it. I'll get that, let's get that friend request. We got Matt P. Hey, Mattis, how you doing, mate? Just getting some music on while we wait to start the races. Just getting some music on. I'm good. Yeah, we're just waiting for people to come in. I'm assuming that was you. I just accepted the friend request of. Hello.
I hear Persona music.
I was just playing music while we waited for the first race to kick off.
Persona music is practically one of our complaints at this point.
Yeah, the boss theme of 33 Reload is so freaking good.
Yeah, that one. The all Persona music in general is really good.
Oh yeah, I think it's definitely my favorite. This one's my favorite from Reload.
It's one of my favorites from Reload. I think the final boss battle theme is a definite another favorite of mine.
Absolutely, you know.
I'm just excited what the Answer DLC is going to provide us in a month's time.
We'll just have to see. Anyway, I think we can get going now.
You got 3 people. Should be a satisfying start.
People will often join.
Yeah, just give it a few minutes or something.
Alright. Points and bloopers can fuck off as usual. I didn't think that'd be that funny, but anyway. Alright, we got Ribbon Road, Alpine Pass, and DK Mountain.
Interesting start.
Anyway, how you?
I think it was either this week or last week. We passed 1 year since Wave 5 dropped.
Oh wow!
It's either the beginning of August or the end of July. Marked a year since Wave 5. I forget which.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah. No kidding. But what were you saying before I said that?
I can't remember now.
I think you're about to ask me something.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask how your day's been.
So good. Got to sleep in a little bit. I woke up at like 6 in the morning on my Saturday. I'm like, why am I up at 6 on the day I'm off of work?
I don't know.
But I couldn't get back to sleep after that, so I just spent my day since then. But I got the sleep to make up for it today.
Nice.
Otherwise, did a little Splatoon, nothing else too serious today.
Yeah, I did a little bit. Mainly filling up the catalog.
Pretty much love. Yeah, we got less than a month left to finish it. Well, I already finished mine. I'm just like playing to just get back in the groove of what I like using again now that all my grinding's over.
I think I'm at 84, so I should be fine.
And with the Splatfest next weekend, you'll be in the 90s by the time that's over.
Yeah. I will have it in time. Crazy to think this will be our last one, though.
I'm kind of curious what the heck they're going to do come September. Are they going to recycle old catalogs or not just give us one, or just give us the ones with the boxes every 10 levels?
What are the levels at 9? Well, that was stupid of me. What are the things you get in the 90s is a title, thank you for playing, so that implies we are near the end.
Yep. And with the reveal Grand Festival, how the last big run was handled, it really gives a sense of finality.
Yep. We need to see how that works. And what team everyone's going on.
Yep. Well, for now, we're just focusing on this one with all the carbs.
Yep. By the way, guys, like you saw yesterday, I have locked in my vote for Pasta, so if you want to join me, you need to go Pasta.
It just happened to be the one that most of our mates wound up going on anyway. I didn't care for any of the 3 teams this time around.
Nah. It's the next one is more important, because that will decide the theme for Splatoon 4.
Yeah. I'm curious how the heck they're going to handle past, present, and future with that. And then, like, something I'm curious about is if they, like, make a DLC, kind of like side order, but for the team that ends up in 2nd place.
That'd be interesting. Hey Ashley, how you doing, mate? Hey Nehorai69, how you doing, mate? Apologies if I mispronounced your name there. Anyone's welcome to join, just send me a friend request. I'm not doing lobby codes anymore.
Yeah, after the last time.
Yeah.
Just leave it back there.
Yeah. Those who need to know already know. Let's just leave it behind. So we've got Ribbon Road, Bowser Castle 3, and DK Mountain. You're in the lobby, nice.
My calendar interestingly says tomorrow's a bank holiday for the UK.
Must be the August bank holiday.
Well, it is the first Monday of August.
Yeah, I think that normally is a bank holiday. Even though
We
no one
usually
ever
get
listens
our
to it.
Yeah, we usually get our end of the summer holiday on the first Monday of September here in America, being Labor Day.
Aren't the kids back at school in your area now, or will be soon, won't they?
The kids in my area start tomorrow.
Lucky them.
Yeah. But other parts of the country go back throughout the month of August. I think the latest they go back is like either the end of August or the Tuesday right after Labor Day weekend. Between the two.
Yeah, most schools in this country won't go back until about the first week of September. And I definitely had my bananas skin out.
I don't know if you guys do Labor Day over in the UK, but that's around the same time.
I don't believe we do Labor Day.
Yeah. Yeah, we have America's end of summer holidays, Labor Day on the first Monday of September. And that's just like, okay, summer's over, get the stuff out of here, we're going to the next seasonal stuff, which is by then Halloween.
Well, at least I'm not in the lead.
You're doing rather well, but you're only in third. Make that second.
Ah! I tried to stop it. Tried to brake before the red show knocked me over, but it was too late. Oh, thanks, Lightning. Can't even get the shortcut. Welcome to Mario Kart, guys.
Yep. That's Mario Kart for you.
I don't know what happened there, but I'll take it. And that's a GG.
Eee. With the new Switch coming soon, I think we're going to be due for a new Mario Kart very, very soon.
Mario Kart 9 will happen. It's a case of when, not if. We definitely overdue for Mario Kart 9. We've been playing Mario Kart 8 for over 10 years now.
Yeah, going by the Wii U's release, a little more than 10 years now. Unless you count Mario Kart Tour as Mario Kart 9, which I personally don't.
It doesn't appear to be counted, does it?
Mm-hmm. But I do like that they put almost all the tracks on a console. It's from Tour in some form.
Yeah, I think it's just Piranha Plant Pipeline, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's just the one to not make the cut, sadly.
Shame, too. It looks like a kind of interesting track, but I guess it's not meant to be.
Yeah. Maybe it'll come as maybe it'll return in the next Mario Kart game on whatever that one is.
I'd imagine that's very likely. DK Mountain. Makes you wonder what they're going to do for tracks in Mario Kart 9, since this game had 96, and the most logical step would be at least 100.
Yeah, one would think. Just have to see what Nintendo can do.
And that would be...
And then where could they go from anti-gravity?
I'm sure they'll come up with something.
Yeah, they always come up with crazy ideas.
Sorry, Leon. Just checking the audio is alright. Can you hear me in subspace and the game just fine?
You're good to go. I just went back and checked.
Nice, thank you.
At least as far as me.
Hey Bob Forever, how you doing, mate? It's Bob Robin if you want to join. You got disconnected. Ugh. 18 quid a year, guys.
That joke, that is never gonna get old.
It's not even a joke at this point.
Like, we've been paying for this. I forget how many years now.
2018 was when we started paying it, so 6 years.
So September marks 6 years since we started paying for this, and it's still crappy. For some people, it's $50 a year.
Yeah, for me it is. And I've so far already used that to play through Mario Party 3 and some of Ocarina of Time. I'm very good at spending my money.
I think I'm gonna wind up getting my money's worth with what they're gonna add to the GBA NSO later this month. They announced they're gonna add one of the old school Pokemon games that I really like to NSO later in August, and I'm like, okay, you've got my money's worth in this.
Nice, hope that goes well for you, mate.
And I played that a lot as a kid. So it might be something I wind up doing to bypass the time into like half of August, maybe.
Nice. Well, Mike.
Just trying not to do. Yeah, I don't want to do something too big because I also at the same time want to get ready for the Grand Festival at the beginning of September.
Which is first, the Grand Festival or the Aegis DLC?
I think the Aegis DLC by like 2 days. Because that for you it starts on the DLC I think is September 10th. So my guess is probably the 9th in the West. I'm assuming the 10th is by Japan's time.
Mm.
And then Grand Festival starts on the 12th, 13th. So like 2-3 days. Don't know if that's gonna be enough time to finish the DLC before the Grand Festival.
From what I've heard, the Aegis DLC is 30 hours.
Right.
So there's no way you're finishing that in 2 days unless you have a serious issue.
Yeah. And plus some people have work and school schedules to attend to, so that's gonna be impossible for me. I'll start that after Grand Festival.
I'm surprised. My first playthrough of Reload took 8 days, and that was 50 hours. I don't know how I managed to do that, to be honest.
I think I forget how many hours I put into. Actually, I could check on my PlayStation app. How many hours did I put into a Reload?
Hey, PVC Jack, how you doing, mate? Spots open if you want to join.
I finished it in like 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, I think I finished that in like 2 weeks.
I know my 2 playthroughs combined took about 90.
I think I was like 100 or just, I think I was at 99 or 100 hours. So around 100 hours for my playthrough.
It was just really easy to get invested in that game. At least I thought so.
I think so. Once you get past the beginning, it's so easy to get sucked into it. That's how it was also for me when I played Royal. That's like I just got sucked into the game and didn't want to stop.
It took a bit of a while to get going through the first palace. Once I got to like the second palace, things really started to get going.
Yeah, that's the same thing for me. By the time I was at like the second, third palace, I knew it was a game I would see through to completion.
I knew after the second palace I was going to see the game till the end.
It's like the one that was the hardest to get going for me was Persona 4 Golden. It had the slowest start I've had in any history of gaming. Plus the first 3 dungeons were not that great for me. But I was like by the fourth one I was like, I'll just play this to the end.
I nearly dropped the game at that point. But whatever. Sometimes you have to play the mediocre ones to appreciate the better ones, if that makes any sense.
I can understand that one.
It definitely made me appreciate Royal more.
Oh, definitely. And I'm glad we waited to play Persona 3 for when Reload came out instead of going with the original Persona 3. Because that made so much improvements.
Well, I was originally going to play 3 right after Golden, but I passed on it after not liking Golden. Made the right call.
I think I was in the middle of Golden when they announced Reload. I was like, okay, I'm waiting on Persona 3 then. So that was just what happened. I was in the middle of Golden. I was like, oh. And I was like, maybe I'll get Persona 3 after that. But when in the middle of Golden, they were like, oh, here comes the remake of Persona 3. It's like, okay, I'm going to pass on the original and get the remake instead. And boy, I love Persona 3. Got really dark at times.
Yeah, well, it's back to Persona 3 Reload. I'm now a Persona fan.
Yeah. I mean, I think we said this before, but if they do remake Golden, I would give Persona 4 another shot.
I'd give Golden a second try.
If they, like, include stuff from Persona 5 and Reload.
Yeah.
It felt weird having that stuff gone in Persona 4.
I think we would... No worries, PVC Jack. What game are you playing?
The stream only just started like 20 minutes ago, so we're still good. On time.
I'm taking easy games. The game, like I said yesterday, the game I'm currently playing.
Yeah.
It's just a re-release of a PC game I played back in 2022, so yeah. Still holds up amazingly well from what I've played so far.
That's good to hear.
Hey, Bob Forever.
I still need to get through the game I'm currently playing. I'm at the halfway point according to the in-game's percentages. So
Nice.
I'm making good progress.
Like I said, I don't mind August being a quiet month with every month except with September, October, and November all being busy.
Yeah, all three of those are really busy. September for more or less the same stuff. Well, we have Final Fest, and I know my big release in September is the new Zelda. But that's at the end of September, going to be going into October for me.
Yeah. I know I've also got Mario Party Jamboree and the Brothership game. I can't remember which month which one is October and which one's November.
Mario Party's October, Brothership is November.
I think there's something else in those months, I can't remember on the top of my head.
There's also the Sonic Generations remake in October somewhere.
That's the other thing I'm thinking of.
So it's like that's gonna be crazy. So we got our next month's kind of packed up.
Sonic Generations won't get as high a priority as some of the other ones.
I can understand that.
I also want to hold off and see how the Switch version is after the Sonic Colors fiasco.
I can understand that. That's why I'm getting Sonic Generations on PS5. Because I don't want to have that fate on the Switch after what happened with Sonic Colors.
Oh, speaking of Mario Luigi Brothership, hey Super Mario, how you doing, mate?
My November game is looking like the Dragon Quest remake.
Oh yeah.
From what I heard, it's short for an RPG. But then again, it was back on the SNES in the original day, so it's not very long.
Yeah, most games back then, even RPGs weren't the longest back then.
Yeah, so that's why when I looked up, it was like 25 to 30 hours. I'm like, okay, that's not long for an RPG at all.
That's not that bad. I'd rather have a RPG that's short and sweet than drags out.
I can understand that. Like, I knew you were like a little hesitant at first with Persona 5 when you found out that was like over 100 hours. But it became one of the best games you've ever played.
Was I hesitant because of 100 hours? I don't remember being like that.
I don't remember the exact wording, but you were like, I hope this game I really enjoyed this game.
I don't know, I can't remember. It was 2 years ago now, nearly.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Time to get Coconut Mauled.
This track was going to show up sooner or later.
It's one of the tracks that almost always comes up.
Yeah. And then the holiday season in early January is also going to be really quiet, as of right now on gaming side at least.
Like I said, January is usually December's hangover, so I'll use January to clear up the backlog.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of coming in January is the Donkey Kong Country Returns remake, and I have no desire to pick that up.
I used to have it on Wii. I didn't really like it all that much.
Yeah, I got it on the Wii U Virtual Console before that closed down, and it was only $20. And I was like, compared to the $60 the remake is costing, huge steal.
Yeah, well, the thing is, in my opinion, Tropical Freeze is miles better, so...
Oh, definitely. I played Tropical Freeze and really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So I want...
And that's already on the Switch, I believe.
Yeah, it got ported. Like most Wii U games, it got ported.
The only Wii U game I could think of that's yet to get ported is Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Isn't there Xenoblade Chronicles on the Switch?
Oh, there is. They remade the first one, plus they also released 2 and 3 on the Switch.
Yeah. Some Wii U games got sequels instead.
Yeah. But the first Xenoblade Chronicles was on the Wii.
Wow.
So it was that far back.
Mm-hmm. I've heard good things about the series, but I've never played it.
Yeah, same here. I actually got a copy of the first Xenoblade Chronicles. I just need the time to sit down and play it.
Like I said, I'm on RPG hiatus until probably Brothership. Or the
Unless you get like the
remake.
1,000. Yeah, I was gonna say aside from the 1,000-Year Door remake, which I loved it.
Yeah. Which game
Which is
would
to
you
know-
play if you got the chance? Out of the games you've just put, mate, Mario Luigi Brothership. I was a huge Mario Luigi fan back in the day.
Sonic Generations, Metroid Prime, or Donkey Kong Country Remaster. Out of those 4, I think for you it'd probably be Mario and Luigi.
That's what I just said.
Mm.
I'm assuming for number 3 you mean Metroid Prime 4.
Oh yeah, that's 2025.
Yeah.
So that's a ways away.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see if I could give Mario and Luigi a shot. That might just make that my game in January.
Yeah, go for it. If you like RPGs, I think you might like Mario and Luigi. They're a lot more basic
Yeah.
compared to like Persona or
Yeah.
Sea of Stars
Yeah.
or something like that, but
Yeah.
I think you'll still
Yeah.
enjoy it.
The only Mario and Luigi games I played were Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story. I started Dream Team, but I couldn't get past the tutorial. I just gave up in the middle of the tutorials because they dragged on.
It's such a shame that because once you get past the tutorials, Dream Team Bros is an absolute blast.
Listen, I've heard amazing things from the game, well, mainly from you. I do have Partners in Time on my Wii U, but I just haven't had the desire to go back and do it.
Yeah.
I felt so upset to find out that Partners in Time never got the remake. Superstar Saga, I can understand getting the remake, but there was no reason to remake Bowser's Inside Story on the 3DS.
What they should have done is put the Superstar Saga remake on the Switch and then make Mario and Luigi 6. That's what they should have done.
Right. Yeah. I'm just kind of curious who's developing Mario and Luigi Brothership since Alpha Dream is kind of gone at this point.
Apparently some of the same developers are still working on it, but it won't be the same.
Well, as long as we got some of the same team, I'm sure it's going to be in good hands.
Well, I'm willing to go a little easy on it. Regardless of its quality, I'm willing to go easier on it because it will be the developer's first team. Also, I'm just glad to see the series back. I'll take what I can get.
When I saw that was the opener, I was like, oh wow, this is crazy. They're opening with Mario and Luigi.
They always
direct.
open with something big. They always like to start and end on something big.
Yep. And I kind of saw that they were going to end with Metroid Prime 4. So I'm just mainly happy that the fans of the series finally have something to chew on after 7+ years.
Well, they ran into development issues, but it looks like that development time has paid off.
From what we got in the trailer, I can believe it. And like, I don't know if Metroid's my thing, but I'm just happy for the fans.
I was meant to try more Metroid games after Dread, but I never got round to it.
Yeah. I did purchase Metroid Prime Remastered during the sale a month ago, but I just haven't had the time to get down to it yet. I kind of hope they port 2 and 3 on the Switch to get new people caught up in time for Prime 4.
It would make the most sense.
And I did see the quarterly report. The 1,000-Year Door remake was like just shy of 2 million units in like a month and a half. I'm like, that's impressive.
That's not bad.
It nearly equated to the lifetime sales of the GameCube version.
Well, it's always going to outsell the GameCube version because the Switch has many more copies than the
GameCube.
1 point separating the top 3 going into the final race. This is going to be tight.
That is crazy to think about.
I do need to get.
And I remember. Sorry.
I do need to get to the 1,000-Year Door remake at some point. I want to stream it.
Oh, I actually streamed that and I really enjoyed it by the end.
Yeah.
And I think I showed you that I named my Yoshi the game after you.
Yep. I think I'll have to see what the color of my Yoshi is when it comes to naming it.
Yeah. I just wound up getting the color that you wound up liking when I was like, I'll see what color I get. I just want to get in the one you liked.
What color? What would you have named it if it was black?
I would have probably named it myself if I got a black Yoshi. I would probably name my Yoshi Subspace if I got the black Yoshi. I think I did get the black Yoshi back on my time with the GameCube version. I mean, all the colors are great.
Indeed.
Yep. I do remember that 1,000-Year Door made like #1 most sold new release in Japan for like the first 3 weeks of its life. I'm like, that is impressive.
It's almost like Nintendo actually gets money when they listen to us.
Yeah. And I still find it really cool that we got a remake of Mario RPG, a remake of 1,000-Year Door, and a new Mario and Luigi all in the same 12-month period.
They're clearly wanting to get the RPGs back.
Yeah.
And
while Mario RPG was short, I did enjoy it for what it was. But the post game could screw off. Those bosses are unbelievably difficult.
it's not the fun kind of hard either.
Yeah. I did the first boss of the post game. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Which one was that, if you can remember?
I want to say it was the guy in the tower, the one that looks like Wario. I forget all their names.
His was the worst, in my opinion.
I saw another one of my friends fight the guy in the mine, and he was raging.
Oh yeah, if you don't perfectly time those bomb dodges, you're dead.
Yeah. So that was just me. I was like, yeah, I don't like the post game stuff in the RPG remake.
Yeah. Shame too.
Yeah. But I did like the base. Game.
Oh, the base game.
Up to the final boss.
I had a blast with the base game.
Same. It was short, but I liked it. Well, then again, it was on the SNES, so it's not going to be super long.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting Mario Kart here. Well, that's me out of this race, pretty much.
That's unfortunate. I mean, it's not the bottom of the barrel.
I've had worse.
Wait, a CPU got third. Okay, then.
You got 11th. Ouch, mate.
11th overall. You did beat one computer, at least.
Alright, back to 150. Let's go.
Here we go. I did get another 4-star badge of Splatoon today, so I'm happy.
Which one's that?
A custom Explosher.
Oh, nice.
Of all the Sploshers, the Explosher's my favorite for some reason. Probably because it's the most backline out of all of them. And that's my role, typically.
Well, given your Splatling main, that would make sense.
I think I already told you this, but I managed to get 4-star on every single Splatling in the game. Every single one. Some of them were hard to do, but I was like, hey, I need to show them Splatling experts. a monster. I'm a beast when I have a Splatling in my hands.
Alright, we're off to Madrid.
All right. If we get Paris, probably won't be where the Olympics are right now.
I haven't paid too much attention to the Olympics. I watched some of this. I've watched a couple of events when I'm bored, but that's about it.
Yeah. It's not your big thing like the Euros are.
Yeah. Well, there's no major football competitions this year.
Coming for a little while.
Next one is the
we'll know
Women's
more, at
Euros
least.
next year. So that's ages off.
In 2025?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And also, my summer in 2025, I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah. Well, that's like a year away, so we got a long time till then.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. We just never know. I'm just like really excited for the weather to start getting cooler. I just love the autumn in my area. It's so nice and tranquil.
Uh-huh.
But when it gets to the winter months, it starts getting a little too cold. Sometimes.
We often have that in September in the UK. It starts off really warm, but then it just suddenly gets really cold.
You sure that's just not just like the transition to autumn? That's like winter weather.
It's very noticeable. It will be the transition, definitely. It's just very noticeable.
Yeah. Oh, I could believe that. It's like I don't typically get like snowstorms in like the winter months. I like almost never get snow. Even then it's like January, February, probably the latest like early April, if that.
Wow.
It just comes with what happens with the temperature around the time. But I don't notice it until like January, February, if it happens.
I can believe that.
But yeah, I just like the temperatures and whatnot for the final months of the year. Doesn't help that November, December are holiday periods, so there's a lot of travel going on.
I've never been a fan of the holiday period.
Yeah, I can understand that. They could get a little.
That bomb
they could
just
get a
had to
little
wait
big.
until it blew up. Until I was nearby to blow up,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Yeah, the holidays can get a little chaotic.
Wait. I didn't know you could do that to those footballs.
Oh, that is cool.
I did not know you could do that. I thought you had to avoid them.
That is actually a really cool touch. I did not know that either. You learn something new every day, I suppose.
Hey, Light Blue Yoshi fan, how you doing? Kind of ironic that Spain have the football in there. It's Spain that has the football in the track, given they just won the Euros.
I mean, you guys did get runner-up, so you guys did put up a really good competition.
I'm not sure I would agree we did well, but second on paper, second is definitely good.
Yeah. Out of, what's it, 24 teams that things started with?
Yeah, there was 24 teams.
Second out of 24 is really impressive.
Absolutely. But we got
And it looks
incredibly
like you
lucky
guys
to
are
do
on
it.
the road. Some of those games were like very nerve-wracking.
We never won by more than a single goal, so yeah. Eh, whatever. It's done now, the tournament anyway.
Yeah, it's long over.
We got Mario Kart today.
Yeah, let's just enjoy the chaotic races.
Yeah.
And they're going to be fighting over some pasta stuff next weekend.
Yep.
Sure, that'll be a good time. It is our last normal Splatfest, as far as we know.
Given how split the group is, it might be the last one with the Zeppler crew.
Yeah. Looking at how the Grand Festival's going, yeah, you're right. This might be the last time we get the entire Cephala crew together.
thing is, this one, this one decides the theme for Team 4, so a lot riding on it.
Yeah. It's kind of like back in Splatoon 2's Final Fest, where it's like Chaos versus Order had a lot of stakes with it.
Yeah.
And I fought really hard for Chaos at the time, and I'm glad our team won.
Yeah. I was glad to just end the Splatfest on a win.
Same.
Well, the official ones anyway. I don't count the refights.
Well, I was 2-2 on the extra ones at the end. Well, we had the three rematches and the Mario Splatfest after that. What is your current win rate in the Splatfest, if you remember? Because if we could get to like at least a third, we'll be technically winning more.
Oh, why is there a blue shell now?
Rip.
I'm surprised I was able to hold on for second, to be honest. I think I'm on 5 wins.
Because after past, present, future, we'll have had 20 of them. So it's not an exact even of 3, but if we have at least 7 wins, that'll be good.
That means you'd have to have 7 to break even.
Yeah, out of 7, at least 7 out of 20. I'm gonna open up my app real quick and count how many wins I have. I honestly lost count. I know we lost the demo, so that's already 1 lose. Let me check the Splatfest records. Okay, so we have 1 for gear. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now it's 6 out of 18.
That means I'm on 5 out of 18.
18. Saying so, yeah, you're pretty much just 1 minus me because I did win when I went Trader on Handshake.
Yeah, which means if I want to break even, I have to win both of these last 2.
Yeah.
Which realistically isn't likely.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I could definitely tell going by polls I've seen online and the JP polls, Rice is gonna be the most popular. I could see us getting 2nd place in the popularity.
I think Pasta will be the popular pick in Europe.
I could believe that.
I don't just mean because of Italy.
Right. Going for my friends list, it looks really even. But I'm just like, since Japan almost always decides the popularity, I tend to look at the Japanese polls. And I think Rice is going to win popularity because they're kind of popular in Japan.
It's popular in a lot of Asian countries.
I think a lot of countries in general, Rice is popular.
I think I think it's mainly Asia though, because it's coming in a lot of Japanese and Indian dishes. And that's just the examples I know of.
Yeah, Rice is coming in a lot of Asian foods. Yeah. And it's often a pretty neat side dish to have with your meals.
Yeah.
I mean, I like rice. It's just like I couldn't vote for any of the 3 teams this time around. And it just went down to which one was the more my mates were going in. That wound up being pasta.
Yeah.
And I guess another reason I went pasta was so I could be on a Splatfest team with green ink. I've yet to be on a green ink team this game.
Really?
So this is my first time being on a team with green ink.
God, I took that last turn terribly. It's gonna screw me.
I think in Splatoon 3 at least. I know I had done it a couple times in Splatoon 2 and 1. I just don't remember which ones. Yeah, that really hurt you in that race.
That's the last. Right at the end is the last time you want to get screwed over a turn like that.
Absolutely. I mean, you're still in 3rd, so you're hanging on to top 3 still.
Oh, yeah.
I see someone's voted for Singapore, and we have Sydney.
And we got 2 cheese lands.
And we're off to Sydney.
Yep, we're going down under. Hey, Prox, how you doing? Yeah, it's almost like
I'm already.
so like
Sorry,
that
you can finish.
streamer bias is a load of rubbish at times.
I'm still finding it a little crazy that we're like a little less than 5 months away from halfway through the 2020 second. Like, where's the time going?
Oh, that is mental to think about.
Yeah, we did not exactly have the best start to it.
If it wasn't for that, it'd probably be 2025 already, given how slow time felt in 2020.
Oh, absolutely. That felt like one of the longest years that I could ever think of.
Thankfully, it's history.
It's ancient history now. Maybe not ancient, but still history.
Yeah. By the way, Proxter, our spot's open if you want to join. And I keep pushing into walls.
Yeah.
Whoa. Not sure how I not get hit there, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
And never mind.
I'm like, my thinking for the Grand Festival is like, this is like the one Splatfest I want to stick to my morals.
Same here, which is putting me towards future.
Yeah, I'm between present and future. I already did Team Past in the Past versus Future Splatfest of Splatoon 1.
Yeah, I definitely won't be going past.
But the question then was asking about time travel, not which is the most important to you. It was a completely different question at the time.
Well, definitely the most important to me is the future, because my present has nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe not nothing, but I'm pretty sure my future has a lot more.
Yeah. And the past is already done. Why would you want to go back to it?
Yeah.
What the heck was that?
I have no idea. I'm assuming you're on about the gliding thing.
Yeah, I'm going about the gliding thing on your stream.
Also, your guess is as good as mine. Shock dodge, let's go.
I for some reason thought you were on lap 3 for a second.
A shock dodge at the end of lap 3 would have been nice.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Nice, got him. I swear to God if a blue shell comes now.
And I want to enjoy the 3 hub areas while I can this Splatfest. This will be our last time in them since the Grand Festival is going to be taking place somewhere completely new.
Yeah, that should
as far
be
as
fun.
where the singing is and all that.
Hopefully that'll be fun.
I think it will be. The Nintendo always goes big on their final Splatfests.
Well, they went big for Splatoon 2, I know that.
Yeah, for Splatoon 1, I think they just kept things in the square the same, but they did change up the music in the battles, which they changed it to, well, day 1 was the Ink Me Up song as normal. Day 2, they did Calamari Intonation. That's like, oh, this is gonna pump me up. When I heard that for the first time in battle.
Good.
Yep. I think the Splatoon 1 version is the best out of all 3.
Same here, but the one in the third game, the free mix version, that one's good.
Yeah, I do like the remix version. Sorry, Spicy, I just don't like you all that much.
I like it, it's just not as good as the others.
Yeah, it is definitely the weakest of the 3. But I did love that you end the game by dunking the Rainmaker on DJ Octavio. I do like that.
That was cool. Fly was the better song in Splatoon 2.
Oh, the Octo expansion. I like the. I know it's not your opinion, but I definitely like the Octo expansion more than the Octo Canyon campaign in Splatoon 2.
That's the common opinion. We were one away from getting Baby Park on random in terms of how good the tracks are.
So you pick Baby Park over Mario Circuit 3?
No, but I'd pick this over Baby Park. I'm just saying, Baby Park's the worst track. This is the second worst track.
I still find it hilarious that we get 2 tracks from the SNES and the Booster Course Pass. There's this and Bowser's Castle 3, which that's one of the best tracks in the entire DLC, if you ask me.
Certainly my opinion. It's almost like they were made by different teams. Oh, that was so close to a snipe.
Oof. I just remember we do have something coming in December. We have Sonic 3, the movie, coming out in December, so that'll be a fun thing. Thing coming up. I forgot about that. I don't think we have our official trailer yet. I had to look it up and see if there is one by now. I think there would be.
I thought if there was one, I'd have heard about it by now.
Yeah.
I know the film. I know they've finished filming it.
Yeah. And we know by now that Keanu Reeves is doing Shadow, which interesting pick, I say.
Yeah.
That's one thing I was definitely excited about. I was like, who are they going to get to voice Shadow? And I think they did a good choice.
I know who the actor is. He plays, I've forgotten his name. John Wicks, is it called?
Yeah, he's done John Wick, and I forget his name, but the main protagonist in the Matrix series.
Yeah.
So he's done good. So he's done stuff before.
Yeah.
So I got confidence he'll do Shadow well.
Yep, and I'm getting Mario Kart.
Nice. Oh, not nice that you got 7th. I was reading in the chat someone saying they got 1st.
GG, alright.
But I guess since you got 7th, I could consider that lucky? Question mark?
I ain't lucky in Mario Kart.
I still liked in Mario Kart 7 they did the lucky 7s. I liked the inclusion of that and the crazy 8s in Mario Kart 8.
Oh, Mushroom Gorge. Maybe I can get the gap jump.
Oh, it is 200cc. I was like, I forgot you guys were doing 200.
I think
it's possible.
What? It's possible on 150, but you need a mushroom. On 200 you can do it without, but it's extremely hard. I usually still do it with a mushroom.
Yeah, it's better safe than sorry on things like these.
Even with a mushroom, it's still hard, to be honest.
I could believe that. I'm still going by my theory that we're going to have one last big run after the finals, after the Grand Festival. I would love to see that happen, but I'm not expecting it.
Which is the 15th to 18th, I think, is it the final Splatfest? So there is time for a big run in the first couple of weeks.
It is the 13th to the 16th of September is the Grand Festival.
That counts as a gap jump.
I can say it does. So if they do it like the weekend right after, or the very first weekend of September, which is the
I can see them doing it the week before.
Both of those could wind up working. Both of those could wind up working for a big run.
Yeah. I seriously doubt the big runs are over for good.
Yeah. I think they're going to do repeats to give people extra chances to get the locker decorations they missed. Or didn't get high enough on. Like, I want my top 5% for the gold Kohozuna.
Yeah, understandable.
That's the only gold award I'm missing in big runs.
Oh, egg.
And I missed it by 1 egg when it was around the first time. I was not happy at the time.
No, I got the gap jump wrong.
Rip.
Oh well, I got second. So, not the end of the world.
Yeah, second place is still good. And it's only the second race. There's plenty of time.
Are you playing something as well?
Nah, not right now. I'm just taking a bit of a break from stuff I'm playing right now. From playing things right now, I'm taking a bit of a break.
Yeah, you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't want to overdo myself. I'll probably continue the game I'm playing through on my own time later today.
Understandable. Hey, Big Blue, let's go.
Because as I said, I'm also at the same time trying to get some stuff in Splatoon so I'm not getting too rusty and kind of ready for the Splatfest. I don't want a repeat of the beginning of the Summer Nights where I just did terrible the whole time around.
I don't do randoms anymore. Or at least, I might do a couple at the start with randoms, but after that, no.
Yeah, I can understand that. I try to keep my time with other people. There are a couple times to play with randoms, like when I want to get a pro power calculator, it's like I have to go with randoms, so fine. And I don't like playing with randoms 90% of the time, but I have to. Especially if I'm not going in ranked modes, you have to play with randoms. Unless you go in open.
Yeah.
But that's just how it is.
I usually tend to stay away from open.
Yeah. The couple times we did open, we're like, yeah, we're not having the best time.
I did accidentally go into an open once, and I absolutely destroyed them. I'm like, I was surprised when I realized that was actually an open.
So remember there was the one season you had to grind on rank just to finish the catalog in time.
Yeah, I remember. I think I went on a run of it was either 12 or 13 wins in 15, which got me to the point where I was able to finish it in time.
Yeah, I remember. I was like, you were like, I had to grind on rank just to finish my catalog in time.
Well, whatever. I finished every catalog since, and I think it's safe to say I'm going to finish this one in time.
Yep. You got like 15, 16 levels left and like 3.5 weeks, like just under 4 weeks, so you're good.
Yeah, as long as I get the daily bonuses, I'll be fine.
Yeah, and with the Splatfest next week, you'll be fine.
I usually get about 10 levels of Splatfest.
Yeah. I can have an easy time predicting popularity and sometimes the clout upon my experiences, but I can never predict who wins the conch shells.
Nope.
And like, it just goes to which team played the most in the week before, and I can't predict that.
Alright, Singapore Speedway, the best of the real world tracks.
City tracks. Yep. I definitely like Singapore Speedway. I remember when you did your ranking videos for the waves, you were like, remember when I said London was my favorite track? Well, that was short-lived.
I was not expecting this track to be as good as it was. Hey Cosmos, how you doing, mate? Lots of hope you want to join, but yeah, Singapore Speedway was definitely the most surprising track in the Booster Course Pass.
There last week? Oh, that's interesting.
You were in Los Angeles last week, nice.
Yeah, it's a city on the west coast of the US.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a while till I get to the west coast.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy amount of time. I believe that's where the Olympics are gonna be held in 2028, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Like I said, if I go to America, most likely it's gonna be New York.
Yeah, New York is probably the easiest port of entry on the East Coast.
Yeah, if I want to go any further into America, I think I have to connect there.
Yeah. That'd be most likely the same for me if I want to go abroad. I have to get a connecting flight at an international airport in America.
Well, no, in the UK, only a couple of airports have flights to America.
I could believe that.
The only two I know are Manchester and some of the London ones.
Yeah, from what I looked up, it's Manchester and a couple in London that are really the only ones I could fly into.
I wouldn't be surprised if Edinburgh has it.
I could believe that. Since this might be one of the last Splatfests with the Sepulchre, I want to see if I could get time with everyone in the group as much as I can.
That's understandable.
Because I have no idea where I'm going to be going in the Grand Festival yet. But it's between present and future, I know that much.
Same here. Past is out of the equation.
Yeah.
Okay, despite my disaster start, I managed to claw my way to tie it.
Oh, nice. I'm just going to, for the time being, assume I'm going to be on a team where... Not going to be on a team where anybody else in the group is for the time being. I'm just going to assume that until I lock in my vote for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm just in a way treating this Pasta Splatfest as one of my last chances to get with some people.
Same here. One of the reasons I sided with Pasta, because to be honest, if I was going completely by theme, I think I'd go with bread, to be honest.
Yeah, I probably would have wound up going on rice if it was just me and me alone. But I only went pasta because a lot of my friends and mates are going on pasta.
Likewise. Like I said, I know Splatmite's confirmed future.
Yeah, he locked himself in for Team Future. I think Hyper and Vibrant are leaning present at this point. I had to double check with him. I know Vibrant himself said he's going on present. So I want to see if I could get something in the Splatfest with him.
Absolutely, go for it.
Maybe I'll ask him later this week if we could do some tricolor during the Splatfest. I'm not the map we got, but like it's something.
I imagine you'd want to do something with Vibrant before your time ends.
Yeah, he and I are already talking about setting something up before my time is up.
Awesome. Oh, you're going to Paris next
just-
year. Nice. I hope that goes well for you, mate.
Well, that sounds like fun, and traveling is definitely fun. Expensive, but fun. As I could definitely attest to that from when I went to the Bahamas last year. I had a really fun time when I went.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Bloody tables. No. Oh, speaking of cruises, actually, for that matter.
Kind of funny that you guys are racing on a cruise, sir, on a cruise ship.
Ah, god damn it. Oh, well, that's one way to dodge a blue shell. It was definitely intentional as well.
Totally.
Can somebody clip
Followed
that
by a
moment
red
because
shell.
that's just funny.
Followed by a red shell on the lightning. And a green shell and getting squished twice.
I guess that's my punishment for cheating it. Ah, blue shells, fuck you. No. Ugh. Yeah, this race is out. Well, I got a shock dodge, maybe not. Yeah, that shock dodge meant I got a slightly better position. You still there, Subspace? Oh, we had to go on deafen. Never mind. And we're off to the... Oh, what happens, Dash? Hello?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Huh?
I just DM'd you the clip. Hello?
Ah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, and you guys are in Greece.
Yeah, where the Olympics started.
Yep. I did hear that like America's gymnasts like killed the gymnastics events that happened the last few days, and I was like, way to go, America, for the gymnastics events.
Nah, yeah, I heard about that. Simone, I think her name was?
I think so. I forget her name, but I was like, nice job, and I was like, wow, she's killing the gymnastics events.
Fair play to her.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of hard work to get to the Olympics, let alone win it.
It really does. And I think right now, America and China are top 2 for golds, and UK, England's in 3rd. I may be wrong about that.
We were in
no way,
fifth
Francis.
last I checked.
No way, Francis in 3rd. I think you guys are tied in 4th with the team in 5th.
Mm-hmm. Most likely, I think it's South Korea.
Last time I checked, and I was like, well, your home country, if the country that's hosting the Olympics better be doing decent.
Well, the host country will always have a chance to get more gold medals because they'll be in every competition.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, we got in 3rd with America and China top 2. We'll take it. That's how it should be.
China and USA have a ton of athletes, so they usually get the most medals.
Yeah, so it's usually America and China for the top 2. So it's pretty much a fight for 3rd place with everybody else.
Yeah, and UK's usually in the thick of that.
I can believe that.
I know there was one Olympics we actually managed to come 2nd ahead of China. That was something.
Oh, wow. That must have been quite some time ago, because I didn't start paying attention to the Olympics until, like, 2008, 2010. Then was when I started paying attention to them more.
It must have been the Rio Olympics.
2016?
Hmm.
Because I don't remember who got how many in each of those Olympics. But 08 to 10 was when I started paying more attention to them.
London 2012 was the first one I focused on. I wonder why that was.
I could totally understand. I could totally wonder why. I think the 2028 ones will be the first time they're going to be in my home countries and started paying more attention to them. So that'll be one I'll be excited to keep an eye on.
Yeah, when we had the Olympics in 2012, they were massive.
I can believe that.
Yeah, but yeah, United States and China are tied on gold. It's Australia in 4th.
Oh, okay. And is France still in 3rd?
Yep. France and Australia are tied on gold, but they have more silvers.
So technically Australia is the one in 4th place right now.
Yeah. Hey, Caleb, how you doing, mate? Cheeseland. Spots are open if you want to join, Caleb, by the way, and how you doing, mate? I was meant to start visiting more of Europe this year. I haven't done a very good job of it, to be honest.
And we're already in August. There's not much time left this year.
No, I think I've said...
Well, it's gonna start. Well, it's gonna start getting cooler in September, as you said.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to be able to go through on that one this year, unfortunately. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, there's always next year. We've had other goals to focus on this year anyway. And I guess not as much time is going to be taken up in the gaming side that we know of next year, with Splatoon 3 ending in a little more than a month from now.
Crazy to think that's going to be it.
I'm just like, these 2 years of the updates really flew by.
Same with Splatoon 2.
Yeah. Splatoon 2 to get a little more after that, like the bonus Splatfest, and I'm kind of glad they came when they did, so we could actually get some Splatfest and Splatoon 2 together.
Yeah.
Because we had just met each other like 2 weeks before Chaos versus Order happened, and we were still strangers at the time that happened.
More or less. Ketchup Mayo, we went on separate teams.
Yeah, we were on opposite teams in that one, but we did the 3 after that together, starting with Chicken versus Egg rematch.
Yeah. Oh, of course, eventually hit me right after I go across the gliding ramp.
Yeah. I think that started was because we both voted for Chicken anyway without any influence. It's like, let's do that Splatfest together.
It was a long... That was my first Fruit collab, I know that.
Yep, that was us and Vibrant at the time, I believe.
Yeah, it was. So long ago now.
And we just... And I believe we decided to do that because we all were voting Chicken anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a fun. I had a really fun time that Splatfest.
Oh yeah.
Winning was the icing on the cake.
Oh yeah, we had fun.
That's the important part. Like, I still remember really loving the Mario Splatfest, even though we lost. I was like, hey, we won. That's a win for. We had a fun time. That's a win for me, even if we lost overall.
Yeah, well, that was the reason I went mushroom, so I could join you guys.
Yeah, you were gonna go mushroom, but you decided to just go against it and go start just to play with us. Because yeah, I believe you were gonna go mushroom initially.
Yep.
And I know we've done that for a lot of the Splatoon 3 Splatfest, kind of influence each other and swaying our votes.
Well, this might be the last time it happens.
Probably. Like, the one time so far I decided to go against that was on the Handshake Fist Bump Hug Splatfest.
Yep, I can believe that one.
Yeah. I still am in shock Handshake somehow won that Splatfest. I was fully expecting to lose that one.
Alright, see you later, Nihirai. Thanks for joining us.
I still remember when my results reaction, I was like, how did we win that? So that kind of really went to show that anything could happen to the Splatfest. Even the team that's pretty far behind could still come back and win.
Yeah, it looked like Fistbump was going to take it.
I really thought Fistbump was going to take it, and the Fry fans were not happy with those results.
Well, she got a second win, so people can calm down.
But she did get a win on Bucket List, and even though we got battered that Splatfest, I was happy that she won that one.
Guys, please don't pick tracks we've already had. Probably deserved another win, to be honest.
Yeah. If she does win on Team Rice, I'll be happy for her. But something interesting that I learned from somebody else that if Big Man wins on Team Pasta, he and Sheer will be tied in Splatfest wins. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
So it'd go down to a tiebreaker.
It would go down to a tie. It could go down to a tiebreaker if Pasta wins. But since all of Team Cut are on Team Future, I think they still would be technically tied.
Well, I think I think it's Callie Marie past, Pearl and Marina are present, and Shiva, Fry, Big Man are all future.
Yeah, that is correct. The Squid Sisters are on past, Off the Hook is present, and Deep Cut is future.
This will be the first time they've all gone for the same team. Well, the idols at least.
Yeah, with all the idols. And it's actually thematically appropriate for them, because like the story modes for all three of the games focus on stuff in the past with Callie Marie, what they do. In a way, Off the Hook focuses on present with Auto Expansion and Side Order, kinda.
Yeah.
Whereas I had to like dig deep to find out what would make Deep Cut represent future. And like when I look back on the alternate campaign, I could kind of see them being on future with them being bandits and trying to get stuff for the future Splatzel. So I was like, they thematically make sense for all three.
I wonder if they have this being decided from the start.
That would be interesting. I had to think a little bit as far as Off the Hook on present, and definitely for Deep Cut on future. It's also kind of fitting that both campaigns with Off the Hook are behind a paywall.
So no people will pay it.
Yeah. And I definitely think Presence, as far as we know, Presence probably the most popular of the three teams. And I think it's probably because it's got Pearl Marina on it. I know Marina's the fan favorite out of all the idols, because with Marina.
I was gonna get hit by 4 blue shells in that race. Jesus.
I remember when I first watched that trailer, I was so scared it was going to turn into an idol war, but thankfully it is not.
Oh, that would have sent the,
That would have put the community on fire. Because I remember it did that in Cali vs. Marie and the Shiver Fry Big Man Splatfest last year. It's like, if Nintendo did a Squid Sisters versus Off the Hook versus Deep Cut, they would definitely have been asking for a civil war in the community.
Yeah, we don't want civil war.
We do not. We don't need that again. It was kind of up there too with the Squid versus Octopus one, but I kind of disagree with that since the Octolings were in the game for like a month at the time that Splatfest happened.
It was only their second Splatfest, I believe.
Yeah. I still find it irony that the first Splatfest with the Octolings was the orange juice one, and you kind of make orange juice by blending it, and considering the blender and Octo expansion, that'd be kind of PTSD for them.
It's kind of scary what the Octo expansion implies at times for that blender.
Yeah. It had pretty deep themes looking back on it. But I could definitely say the Inner Agent 3 fight, the first time I did it, it was hard.
I hated that fight with passion.
Nowadays, I can fight her no problem, but at the time, I was like, oh, this is difficult. It's like you're fighting a super intelligent AI.
More like you're fighting a Splatoon 1 hacker, in my opinion.
I could believe that.
Alright, we Rainbow Road.
And I remember being so happy when I beat her for the first time, and it's like, all I got for this is a golden toothpick.
I've only ever beaten Inner Agent 3 twice.
When I beat her the first time, I want to say it took about 45 minutes of in-game time. It was hard, but it took me about 45 minutes of in-game time to actually defeat her. by the time I finished it, I was a little sick of Calmarine 10 Nation for a while.
Yeah.
Because that's the song that played during that fight. It's a good song, but hearing it too much and something like that would get you a little sick of it.
I think it's meant to be referencing the fact that you heard it during the DJ Octavio fight in the first game.
Yeah, that actually felt appropriate hearing it during DJ Octavio in the first game. I still think that's one of the best final bosses I ever played.
Well, it was my third favorite, I think it was. I think I still stand by that pick.
Yeah. I can stand by that. It was either number 2 or number 3 for me. I forget. But it's definitely in my top 3. The DJ Octavio and Splatoon 1.
Yeah.
Final boss of Splatoon 3's campaign. Up there, not my top 10, but I did enjoy that final boss.
Final bosses are great.
Boss was also really good. Side Order's final boss was also good, mainly for the music.
I really liked it, especially the final phase.
Oh, definitely, where they did the remix of Epic Flow. I love that phase.
Oh, it was the best part was when the Pearl started just firing everything on it, and you're just absolutely destroying him. That was hilarious.
Yeah, when you were like launching the whatever this game's version of the Princess Cannon is called.
Yeah.
That was really epic. I liked that. And I remember couldn't catching it at the time because I was at work, but I really wanted to see a reaction to getting an Inkopolis Square for the first time after finishing Side Order. I knew you were gonna like that.
Mm-hmm. I know Vibrant saw it.
I believe he was there when that happened. But that was the main thing I was really looking forward to when you did Side Order, your reaction to it. Because I was like, oh my gosh, when I got back in there myself, and I was like, I'm back home!
I can't remember how I reacted at this point. I'll have to rewatch the stream.
Yeah. I remember when I got there, I was like, I'm finally home!
Well, that was an easy GG.
I mean, I did like the Splatoon 1 Plaza for nostalgia, but I had just have more memories of Splatoon 2. It's just a shame the only thing we could do in Splatoon 1 now is the single player campaign.
Yeah, that is a shame, honestly.
Yeah, because the online's gone. I'm at least glad I got to do Splatoon 1 online with you and Vibrant when we got the chance, even if it was only once.
It's just, yeah, we should have done more than once, but what can you do?
Yeah, we didn't think about it. I'm just glad we got the chance when we did. Splatoon 1 is a game I'll never forget. I still think it's my favorite of the 3 games. It just holds so much for me, but all 3 of them are good in their own ways.
Well, that's why Splatoon 2 is my favorite of the 3, just of what it's done to me.
I could believe that. I mean, I'm sure you would have liked Splatoon 1 a lot more if you played it during its update cycle. I'm sure that's still one of your biggest regrets to this day.
In terms of gaming, definitely.
Yeah. I just didn't really get to know anybody in the Splatoon community until, like, near the end of the updates to Splatoon 1, but then again, the community was still getting its footing at the time.
Yeah.
Well, it was still completely new. And then Splatoon 2 is where the community really started getting its footing. In the direction it was going, at least.
Yeah, Splatoon 2 is the reason the series is as big as it is now, though I think it has peaked, unfortunately.
Yeah. Splatoon 3, it's not at the peak Splatoon 2 was, but I still enjoy it for what it is.
I think Splatoon 4 will bring it back a bit, but I think it won't be as high as it was in 2 and 3.
I believe so. And I just kind of hope that we don't get Splatoon 4 for a few years. I don't want them to rush I don't want them to rush it out on the next successor to the Switch.
I think the earliest they'll be happening is 26.
I just want them to take their time with Splatoon 4.
I see realistically the earliest being 26.
Yeah, 26, 27. I think between those 2 years, like late 26, early 27, I think would be the most logical.
I'm getting chased by so many things in this race. Oh, they ran into each other. Let's go.
That saved you.
Oh no, they're still after me. Why is everything after me in this race? What's next? Two blue shells are gonna start following me?
Live up to your name, Speed, and outrun them. Just watching you run from those red shells is just chaos. You got your blue shell.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to... And, I got screwed over. Oh, well. Messing up that shortcut at the end cost me.
Yeah, you've had it really good for so long.
Yeah, whatever. Given how much was after me, I'll take second.
Yeah? Oh, you two are tied in first right now. Dang.
Well, let's go.
Kind of curious as what they're gonna do in the Grand Festival. They're gonna like have new songs playing, like the Calamari Intonation remix, or whatever the song that plays during the side order final boss. I forget the name of it, but both those songs are good, and
Spectrum
I would like to see them
Uplifting, I think it's called.
I have to look it up. I'll have to look it up in the jukebox or something. Oh, you guys are going to LA.
Oh, we
I'll have
actually
to look up the name of the song. Yeah, I'll have to look up the name of the song.
Yeah.
But I think both of those will wind up playing at some point.
Mm-hmm. On the first race, your battery died. Damn. Hope you can get back in, PvT Jack.
That is very unfortunate.
I know. Oh, yeah, you've been wanting Los Angeles flats for a while, haven't you?
Yeah.
Don't know how I did not get crushed there.
But hey, take it. Yeah, you were like cheating death on that one, mate.
It's annoying, I admit. Well, that could have been taken better.
Yeah, that's probably gonna hurt you a little bit.
Somehow I managed to claw my way to second.
Hey, take those.
Hey, I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. Mm.
What track do I feel like playing?
There's so many tracks to choose from. It's a hard pick. Something you haven't done yet today. Oh, that one.
We'll go into it. And since we're going to Paris next year, then Paris Promenade it is. Go for it, mate.
All right. Never mind.
Nah, I'd imagine it'll come up soon.
Yeah. It'll come up at some point.
Well, went well for me.
Well, that could have been better.
Nice, the red shell ran into a tree.
And there's a blue shell. That's not yours.
Well, it doesn't have my name on it.
Yep.
Thank God I landed on a boost panel. Oh! Trying to banana scare the edge, that probably saved me the race. That was a tight finish.
Oh, you two are tied.
Yeah. Tight finish, and we tie. GG, Cosmos. Hello, there was no banana. Yes, there was a banana, mate.
Guess it just looked like lag on their side.
Anyone else want to join then?
There's space. There's space if anybody wants it.
Otherwise, we'll just end it here.
I guess we'll give it a few minutes to see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll end it here.
That's all. That's all good. Let me see if I can find any. I do have one person. If you can't find it, I do have one person. If you can't find anybody.
What's he streaming?
He's right now doing Splatoon.
I don't see anybody doing Splatoon on my end. Can you send me the link?
Yeah, let me get that for you here real quick. There you go.
Let's have a look. He didn't show up in my subscription feed, but yeah, that link will certainly do.
Yeah, that's weird. It's just an idea if you can't find anybody.
Nah, he'll do.
That works. I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Let me go. I don't know if he has redirect or not.
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know if this person has redirects or not.
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have it, so we're gonna have to do the raid manually. Solid Blue.
Yeah, well,
sorry, we're about to finish up.
it's not your fault, man. It's not your fault, Sonic Blue.
But yeah, there's the link to his channel. Thanks for watching the stream, guys. I'll see you later. Take care.
Have a good one, guys.